going on, everybody? It's Tyro Investing here with another video. Today we're going to be switching it up a little bit. I'm actually going to be doing a reveal of my Robinhood portfolio, where it currently stands. I started this back in May of 2023, I believe, and I've kind of just been growing it every day since then. So you're going to see a couple of different stocks here that I wouldn't normally talk about because, most of my page I've been looking at charts and whatnot to see where I think price is going to go. But a lot of these plays are just plays that I do not plan on selling essentially forever. So a certain amount of my portfolio is allocated to playing options, and all those options goes back into my long-term plays. Without further ado, let's get into a little bit. So my first one is SCHD. I currently have 2191 shares. If we get into it, it's currently trading for 72.21 today. Basically, this is a very dividend-driven ETF. They have all of their holdings are driven towards returning a high dividend. Currently, I'm up about $20 on it since May. Nothing crazy. Hasn't really outperformed tech, but it's just a safe long-term play that I can funnel a lot of my profits and daily options to it. So this is my biggest holding right now. I believe it's about 40% of my portfolio. So this is it's right here. 29%, so 30%. And as you can see, top 10 holdings, we got Verizon, Amgen, Brockton, Coca-Cola, Home Depot, Pepsi, BlackRock. So just very solid names. They're not going to shoot the moon on you, but they're going to give you solid dividends and give you decent, solid growth as well. So that is my first one. My second one, VICI. Vici Properties. This is a REIT. A REIT is basically like a rental property type thing. They just deal with real estate. And Vici's real estate is mostly centered around Vegas and gaming. So they own a lot of properties on Vegas. This is also centered around getting dividends. You will receive a very high dividend on this. But also, since I started investing in this, I am up 2.5% almost, and this makes up about 17% of my portfolio. They have a dividend yield of 5%, very solid. I will take that all day, and I really like it. Just in terms of a REIT, real estate type of stock, good dividends. I like the properties they have. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna deviate or stop going to Vegas anytime soon. So that is my second play. My third play, I'm sure a lot of people know this one. I make charts on it all the time on Twitter. But is SoFi Technologies. I really believe in this company. I think they've done a really good job of navigating the pandemic. And I think eventually you will see them taking more share of just every single field they're in, whether it's loans, banking, credit cards, just you name it. I think they will slowly eat into shares of other big banks and other little companies. And I could see this. I'm investing in this for the long term. Like, I'll play options on it in near term, but share wise, I'm holding this for the long term. So right now it's trading for an $8, which actually my cost basis. What is my cost basis? I'm up a little bit on it. Right now I'm up about 1.4%. I've been dollar cost averaging into this for months now, and I'm finally in profit now. But again, I'm thinking long term with this. The $8, that's not going to mean much if it goes where I believe it's going to go in the long term. So I keep buying a share here, share there every day. I document my buys every day on Twitter, so I'm fully transparent with them. But right now, this makes up about 21.5% of my portfolio. So it's a very large portion, but I don't want to take it too much larger. So if I'm buying more shares of SoFi, I need to be buying more of like SCHD and Vici and stuff to balance it out because I do not want SoFi to get too big. So we will look at my third one, which is Hood, which is the platform I'm obviously buying all my stocks on. I really do believe in Hood. I think in the long term, I think more people will come. I know, they had the whole GameStop thing, and I think they were unfairly posterized during all of that because there were plenty of other brokers that did the exact same thing. Robinhood, I think, was just an easy target, and that's what they ran with. So, but I think they're getting past that. There is so much more to Hood. I mean, you can literally, I know people that have IRAs to their work that offer 0% match, and they're getting fees on top of it for having someone manage it. And it's like, you don't need a fund manager to run your 401k. Just buy like S&P 500, stuff like that, basic stuff. And Robinhood will give you a match on anything you put in. 3% if you're a Robinhood Gold user. There's just a lot of fundamentally things that I think are very good with Hood. Technically speaking, I bought very recently on this, so this is a small position, but when it was below 8, technically I've shown you guys the charts. This was a huge play for me. I just wish I would have went in a little more, but I am thinking long term with this one. Currently it's only about 8% of my portfolio, but I mean, since I bought, I'm up almost 40% on it. So but I do think long term this is a stock I want to have. I really do believe in the company. And my final one that I am invested in is another ETF. It's the Vanguard Growth ETF. It's very similar to QQQ, but the reason I like it, and I believe they will show it in here, this is a big one. When you're investing in ETFs and you really believe in it, just compare the other ones to this one that are somewhat related. The expense ratio, because you do have to pay whoever runs your ETF an expense ratio for them running it. 0.04 is very low. That is a very good one to have, and that was most of the reason I chose this one. Now, it's very tech heavy, just like QQQ, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Google, Facebook, Tesla, Visa. Very tech driven, very high growth driven. So I kind of wanted to have a high growth ETF mixed with a dividend ETF just to get a little bit of both worlds. Now, SCHD is my biggest one, but VOOG, or I say VOOG, but maybe I should be saying VUG. But the Vanguard Growth ETF makes up about 18% of my portfolio right now, and it's performed pretty well for me, actually. I'm up 9% on it. This is another one I'm just holding for the long term because, they actively manage these funds, and I just want high growth stocks. Whether these stocks are there 10 years from now, doesn't matter. They'll find other high growth stocks. But yeah, I feel really good about this. And again, I wanted to balance it with my high dividend ones. So that is my portfolio for now. I am changing it whenever I feel necessary. Outside of SCHD and VUG, those are my main ones that I will never sell. I probably will not sell Vici for a very long time just because it has really nice dividends. But SoFi and Hood, while long-term plays, those would be the first ones I would look to sell if they had some crazy price increases. And I would funnel them back into my either option plays or my ETFs. So that is my portfolio reveal. And I will be doing more updates as we go on. But if you follow me on Twitter, I do daily buys. I buy every day because I like to dollar cost average into my plays. I'm not trying to time the market at all. So I buy daily, and I do my daily updates on Twitter. But every month I also post my portfolio goals for each month. I feel like being fully transparent allows me to be better. Because some guys will just be like, yeah, I'm buying all this stuff, but there's no real proof of it. And then you just get lost in trying to be better every day. So I make everything fully transparent. So for this month of December, I want to get to 23 shares. And right now, what am I at? Let's go check. Right now, I'm almost at 22. So I need about a whole share of SCHD. My goal for Vici is 32. Currently, I'm at almost 30. So I need about 2 more shares there. So far, I'm looking at 150. I have not made any purchases yet for the month of December, but that'll be changing. Hood, I'm looking for 55. I want to get more Hood shares, but it's just ran so much lately that I didn't want to buy on the super upswing. But maybe it'll give us an opportunity in the next couple of days or weeks. We'll see. And then finally, VUG, I want to get to 3.3. It's a little more expensive, so I can't allocate as much. I can't be buying like whole shares. But currently I am at 3.2 and I want to get to 3.3. So those are my goals for the month of December. I will be updating on Twitter every day, but I will be doing more portfolio updates on Robinhood for you guys, just so you can kind of see what I'm doing and how I'm buying stuff and my mindset with those buys and sells. So again, I would appreciate a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Also, give me a subscription so I can keep you can keep getting updates when I do videos like this. Also, follow me on Twitter at Tyro Investing. I would really appreciate it. I do daily updates of my buys, charts, crypto, personal finance, all that good stuff. So I would appreciate a follow on there if you could. Until next time, we'll see you later.